Kevin Harvick is closing in about a car length every time by. There is more lap traffic ahead. Travis Quaffle, David Stremme about 10 car lengths ahead. It's now 3 the deficit for Harvick.
And it's 10 to go here in Richmond, Virginia. Here they come across the start-finish line. Montoya maintaining that lead of about 5 car lengths on Kevin Harvick, and they're closing in on more traffic.
Kevin Harvick beginning to whittle away. It's getting closer and closer every time by. Montoya into turn 3. The margin now just 2 car lengths over Kevin Harvick.
Kevin Harvick driving it into the corners as deep as he possibly can, but the laps are winding down. Only 9 left, separation, 3 car lengths.
Kevin Harvick's left front brake is absolutely cherry red. He cannot wring another ounce of speed out of that race car. Montoya with the lead. 2 car lengths up on Harvick in 3.
Yeah, he's running up on some traffic, too, out of turn number 3. Works his way into the front straightaway and heads down into the corner. Juan Pablo Montoya doing everything he can to keep Kevin Harvick behind him as they work their way down to the checkered flag. Just 8 laps to go.
Travis Quaffle pulls to the bottom, lets the leaders go by. Down the back straightaway they fly. It remains just 2 car lengths the edge for Juan Pablo Montoya as he tries to race his way back to victory lane.
Right up off the bottom of the track, swings it wide here at the start-finish line, looks back, and Harvick is still there, about 3 car lengths behind as they close in on traffic.
The margin now has begun to steady a bit. Harvick has not been able to get any closer than 2, maybe 3 car lengths down the backstretch. Montoya now will have to deal with the David Stremme machine.
And the question is, Dave, it's not a matter of when Juan Pablo Montoya gets traffic, but the fact that he's going to have to work through it. He's caught that traffic now. Separation still 3 car lengths.
David Stremme pulls up the banking, opens the door downstairs, and allows the leader to pass him by. Juan Pablo Montoya now puts Stremme between himself and Kevin Harvick, and he's actually begun to expand the lead. We got a car in the wall. Brian Vickers has hit the wall in turn number 3. Vickers with a hard shot into the fence, and the caution flies for Brian Vickers.
Coming up on 5 laps to go with a fantastic battle on the line. This changes everything. Let's go back to Dave Moody.
Well, we heard the tire go on impact as Brian Vickers took a pretty hard shot into the safer barrier midway between 3 and 4, and just as he hit the wall, the leaders raced underneath him. This is the opportunity that Kevin Harvick was hoping for. This is the eventuality that Juan Pablo Montoya was dreading.
The 11th Service Master Clean caution flag comes out. 5 laps remaining, and Joe, I think it's safe to say now this changes everything.
Exactly. As Dave said, the very last thing in the world Juan Pablo Montoya wanted to see. Looked like he was going to be okay. You never know if Kevin could have chased him down. But now they're going to be restarting, Barney, side by side on the front row, and we're going to be down to possibly a green-white checker finish, depending on the cleanup and how much time that takes over there.
So you're saying this finish is going to be a little bit physical?
I think it's a safe assumption that it will be quite physical.
The Sprint Vision screen just showed a replay, a very close-up of Juan Pablo Montoya in the race car, and you could tell when the word came from the pit box, we're under caution, you could see that kind of pump of the fist and the nod of the head, and Juan Pablo Montoya has to be thinking that, well, what we should have had, we're going to have to work even harder for, and now he will line up side by side with Kevin Harvick. But I think the question remains, Winston Kelly, will anybody have to come to pit road? Will they take advantage of trying to come down pit road and get new tires? And Steve Post, the answer is yes, here they come.
Yes, indeed. New tires mean a whole lot. Chris Heroy making the call as the race leader. Here it is. Juan Pablo Montoya is in the Depends Chevrolet. Crew around to the right side of that race car. Right side work is complete. Now around to the left side. Jack goes under the car. Second can of Sunoco Racing fuel goes in. Left side tires go in. It's a 4-tire stop for Juan Pablo Montoya. Winston Kelly.
Kevin Harvick's crew already changing the right side tires. Are they going to make it a 4-tire stop? Absolutely so. But the first off of pit road is going to be Carl Edwards. Could Jimmy Finning have just made the call? Carl Edwards gets off of pit road first. Then it's going to be side by side. Tony Stewart and Juan Pablo Montoya coming out fourth. It's Kevin Harvick. And we'll have to see if anybody stayed out. Alex Hayden.
It was right side Goodyear Eagles only for Carl Edwards. The call, as you pointed out, coming from on top of the box, and crew chief Jimmy Finnig. Track position now belongs to Carl Edwards with a gamble with right side tires only.
Here's Juan Pablo Montoya's decision to stay out.
You want to stay out, Juan? If you think you can restart, I'll let you stay out, but it's going to be tough.
I don't think we can win it with staying out. I mean, I think you'll get run over. You probably end up wrecking, you know. I know we want to win, but we need the points, you know. And I don't think we can win staying out.
So Juan Pablo Montoya making the decision to come in. He was the leader. Everybody came in except 4 cars that stayed on the track.
Jeff Burton stays on the racetrack. He will lead this back to the green flag. Jamie McMurray stayed out. He'll be second. A.J. Allmendinger stayed on the racetrack, and so did Carl Edwards. Now the gamble on pit road. Tony Stewart took 2 tires. He comes off of pit road first, but he'll restart 5th. Or check that now. Carl Edwards did go to pit road. He had right side tires. He was the first one off of pit road, and he will restart 4th. Tony Stewart 5th. 2 tires only for him. And then Juan Pablo Montoya, 4 tires. Kevin Harvick, 4 tires. Matt Kenseth, 4 tires. This will be a shootout.
It will that. Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Motor Racing Network.